Welcome riding buddies. We're here in Brad Lewis's shed having a look at one of his little bit special KTM 250s that he's got here. And what we're going to be looking at is 1974.5 MC250 KTM GP.
Yes, sir.
These were a very special bike.
Yeah.
This one's an extra special bike.
Yeah, it's got a few tweaks.
Yeah. But before we get underway, make sure you subscribe to John's Motorcycle Mania. It's a proven fact that subscribing to John's Motorcycle Mania will help your KTM vintage brakes work better, or maybe even work. Never know. This model was a 1974.5.
Yes.
This was back when motorbike manufacturers were bringing out intra models. There's a lot of them, like probably the most famous one would be the YZ125X. That would be the most famous one that most people really acknowledge. But
R95S.
Yes. Your Mako 74.5, exactly the same era as this.
Yes.
There's a lot of them through the years, and we're going to hopefully have another look at another one of those that you've got as well, another intra model in your little 125. I love that bike. But we're talking about this one here now. So 1974, KTM did have a really good, competitive, fast motocrosser, 250. But then they did this halfway through the year.
Yeah.
What was different with this compared to the 74 model?
So it's a whole new frame to start with. The biggest giveaway is the huge big backbone heading down to the swing arm here, and the variable shock mounts there. We needed here in Australia, for our own racing, our Lewis Racing Brothers, we needed a good pre-1975 250. We had 73 and a 74, your hair streamer, yellow tank hair streamers.
Yeah.
So yeah, we needed a decent 250, so I found a $50 frame, and we basically made it all up from there.
Yeah. But the 74.5 was KTM's introduction to long travel.
Longer travel, and still had the old forks. Mossy actually still loved the under axle forks, even when the leading axles were still in production. He was still using long travel versions of those.
Yeah.
He didn't like the leading axle at all.
He preferred the underslung.
There was a change of headstem castings to go with the offset. So if you get them mixed up, you're not going to be happy with how it turns. So I've always been good at engines, and then we started doing our own pipes, and I was always doing our own portings, and we're doing our own crank repairs, and we're basically doing everything bar boring the cylinder. So we needed a good 250. So like I say, we basically we moved the tank forward, we extended the seat base of whisker with using period era correct shocks and forks and hubs and so forth. So it's all 1974, 74 and a half type hardware.
You've moved the fuel tank further forward,
and hence the 1978 style tab, and no leather strap anymore.
Because they had like Yamaha had their little strap thing. The KTM's had their strap as well.
77 was the end of it. 78 had the new tab. So we just thought, well, let's just put the little tab there and slide the tank underneath it. And then lock it, and we made a special lockdown device at the back to hold the tank down and hold it central.
And the seat, you've gone. When I first saw this seat, I thought of a Husky Ike Nicola replica.
Yeah.
Very similar concept, isn't it?
Yeah, I just wanted to blend it in, If you're going to be further forward, which was the whole idea, we wanted to get the rider a little bit further forward. So then I wanted to slim it down. The KTMs of that era had very wide airbox and side covers, so I wanted to have it. So I custom made my own fiberglass airbox, and on and on it goes. It just never stops. But in the end, it's ended up as a nice.
It is. It's very you're used to looking at these early KTMs, and the pipe sticks out, the panel's out here, and you ride it, and it's like you're riding a pregnant elephant sort of thing as you go backwards. Yeah. But this is basically, I reckon I'll go so far as to say that this is as slim as my 125 Elsinore.
Yes. Yeah. And then I like the idea of the chainy formed aluminium ribs.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, since I'm making my own fiberglass pieces, I'll
replicate that style.
Yeah. So those side covers are Lewis Brothers only item. They're not a production KTM part, but the average Joe Blow in the street can't pick it.
Yeah. No, it's done beautifully. But this bike,
you've
done all this work to it. it's actually got racing
history
to it now as well. Like,
Yeah,
not back in the day, but
Yeah.
more recently in vintage motocross.
Yeah, it's won 3 Australian titles out of 3 attempts, 7 years apart each time.
Brakes are still KTM,
Oh, well, we've done.
but you've improved them.
Yeah, we've done a little work to the front, and it actually will break with a contemporary Japanese YZ or a Honda Elsinore. So it's not the usual get 3/4 of the way down the straight and brake early because KTM don't stop. This one actually stops in the braking zone with others. So.
Yeah, so the brakes are pretty good, and suspension was always great on these anyway.
Yeah.
Forks, what breed are the forks?
They're your Serianis.
Siriani forks on it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Italian Serianis, which were the standard equipment that the KTM's had. In fact, the top triple clamp will only work with those forks. They're tapered, so they lock in at the top. There's no pinch bolt at the top.
Yeah.
So you must use that clamp with those. The forks are tapered at the top to suit
To suit the taper.
like the crankshaft.
Yeah, like flywheel on a crankshaft.
Yeah.
Just weird way, and just different ways that the Euros did things and how they've tried different ideas and stuff.
So then, if you want to slide the forks up to make them turn, in this case, you've got to put a spacer under the nut there and bring the whole lot up.
I was wondering how you did do that.
Make a 3mm spacer or whatever you're thinking about.
And just lift the whole. So you lift the bars and everything up.
Yes, we were making our own cables for a long time as well, but then we've adapted, like your Motion Pro, replicas of something else that's much fatter inner. So you haven't got the dismal Euro. I'm afraid I'm a bit of a. I hate the original Magura front brake cables. They just didn't seem to be very good at all, in my opinion. The Jats had it all over them in that area.
Yeah, they're very stretchy.
Yes, that's the word. The outer seems to compress like a coil spring, and the inner's actually doing nothing for a fair bit of its travel.
Yeah.
But then the inner is not really strong either. You look at a really good contemporary Japanese cable, or your Motion Pro equivalent or whatever. They're just way thicker inner and a way thicker outer.
Much better.
And the outer seems to be wound tight. So pretty much standard engine. Slight tweaks to the inlet port timing and stuff, but one of our handmade Lewis Brothers types. And
Blood dries, wounds heal, love burns, and she feels
So thanks, Brad, for a look at your 74.5 GP special, shall we call it. Thanks for watching John's Motorcycle Mania. Make sure you have subscribed to John's Motorcycle Mania, as I said at the start. Also, there will be a lot of different videos coming up with Brad's bikes. We've done a video on his parts that he makes. We've got a few more of his cool bikes coming along as well. So make sure you check them out. And there's a lot of other stuff in my channel as well. So go back through my channel, have a look at that. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Ta-da!